Hey guys, I know I usually do these unscripted videos on camera, but there's really a lot that I want to talk about for this video, and I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. So today, we're going to be talking about Yooka Laylee. Yooka-Laylee. It's play on words, and it is a new game being created by all of the fancy people who helped make your favorite games like Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong Country, and many more of the Rare titles. Now, this game is a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, and I'm extremely excited about it, and I'm here to tell you everything that I can find out about it so far, and really hope that I can enlighten you and help you figure out if you want to buy it or not. Now, the first thing is that the game so far is said to have a total of 5 worlds. The only 2 that we know of so far is a jungle world, which we can see in the demo, and there's also a snow world, as can be seen in a picture that's on their Kickstarter currently. I'm not sure if this is actually going to be a snow world, but it looks pretty snowy to me. Now, the interesting thing about these worlds is that the way you get to new worlds, just like in the old Banjo games, is you get things called Peggies by doing certain things in the game. And once you get these Peggies, you can use them to get to the new worlds. But you can't just use them to get to new worlds, you can also use them to expand the worlds you're already in. So you start off in the jungle and you can explore this whole world, but if you spend Peggies, you can make it even bigger. It's awesome. So you pay certain builder people in the world, and they'll expand the world for you and give you more to explore and more to visit and unlock. But this isn't something that you have to do. You can just go to the next world and keep going until you reach the final boss and beat the game. You don't have to expand the worlds. It's not something that you have to do, which is really nice. You can save your Peggies and spend them on other things. The real question is, what are these other things? There's a lot that it could be, and I will bring up something that I think it is a little bit later. But moving on to more kind of world environmental kind of stuff, the soundtrack is going to be created by Grant Kirkhope, David Wise, and Steve Burke. For those of you who don't know, Grant Kirkhope is the guy behind Banjo-Kazooie's music. What else is he behind? 007, Viva Pinata, great games like those. David Wise is the man behind Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, 3, and Tropical Freeze, which have some of the best music ever. And Steve Burke is the man who did the music for the Cameo game. All great composers, and I can't wait to hear the work that they're doing for this game. You can already hear Grant Kirkhope and David Wise's music in this video. It'll be playing in the background. The voices for the characters will also be done by Chris Sutherland, the guy who did all of the gibberish sound effects for Banjo. Now, I'm curious because it also states that there's going to be actual voiceovers, like actual talking and not just gibberish. So I don't know if there's going to be an option to switch between the gibberish option and the actual voiceover option, like Hat in Time currently has, or if it's going to be like a mix of both. Now, moving on to some of the gameplay stuff, from what we understand, the characters are going to have a lot of moves that work together, as in the rolling move that allows Yooka to roll on top of Laylee. Now, this will allow you to get around the map faster, kind of like the Talon Trot. Hopefully not as annoying, but we'll never know until we actually get to hear some audio of it happening. Now, there's also going to be flying, which obviously allows you to fly. Tongue licking, which is another kind of thing that chameleons do, just like Chameleon Twist. You'll be able to slap people around with your tongue. It'll be so much fun. On top of that, we also have solar blasts, obviously something that Laylee is going to be able to do. And hinted at is something called a giant fart bubble. Not quite sure what that is, and I'm not quite sure if I want to know what it is. On top of that, there's also going to be something called Playtonics, which allow you to customize your character kind of however you want to your playstyle. So far we know that Playtonics are going to be something you can get, which allows you to run faster or hit harder or fly farther, and you can put these on your character and kind of change your playstyle to how you'd like to play. If you like to get places faster, then you'll want the Playtonic that allows you to run faster. But if you like to beat up people and get them out of the way quicker, then you'll want the one that allows you to do more damage. It's unclear how you're going to be able to get these, but I'm assuming that, like I said, you'll be able to spend Peggies to get these tonics, which is a great idea. Now, we also reached some stretch goals. This Kickstarter, which I will link everywhere, is also going amazing. It's reached all of its stretch goals so far as of me recording this, except for one which has been recently added. Some of these stretch goals also include a quiz show and transformations, just like were in the original Banjo game. Some minecart sections in 2.5D and 3D, like Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong 64. There's also going to be a local co-op buddy mode, so you can play with your friends on the same TV. This is something I'm definitely looking forward to, because there's really not enough games that allow for like local co-op stuff anymore, and I really love playing with my friends on the same TV. So it's great that we reached this stretch goal. There's also going to be a 2 to 4 player versus mode that allows you to fight each other, or fight your friends, and there's going to be other game types that they haven't really mentioned or talked about what they're going to be about, but it'll be great to learn more about that. Now, the systems that it's going to be releasing on are all going to be releasing on the same date thanks to the stretch goal. We'll be getting PC, Mac, Linux, Xbox One, PS4, and the Wii U. So pretty much all of the current gen stuff right now other than handhelds, which is great, and they'll all be releasing on the same date. Playtonic is currently hoping for an October 2016 release date, so it is going to be a long time before we actually get the game, but there are some things to tide us over till then. But our last stretch goal that we reached that I should mention is a new DK type rap by Grant Kirkhope. If any of you played DK64, there is a Donkey Kong rap. So there's going to be a kind of Yooka Laylee rap in this game that during the end credits that will be awesome. Now, the last thing to talk about is the stuff that you'll get if you back it. Now, I'm not going to mention the prices and really go over everything because there's a crazy amount. If you want to back it, you can go check it yourself at the Kickstarter. There's my phone. Now, for the cheapest one, you'll get like your name in the credits, but there's also digital copies of the game for both PC and consoles. You can get a demo of the game, which will allow you to kind of play in a little sandboxy area without actually spoiling the game for you when it actually comes out. It'll just give you a little hands-on experience with it. There's also a way to get a digital manual, soundtrack, and art book, and even an enhanced demo, which adds even more stuff to that sandbox area, more moves and stuff to play around with, which will be so much fun to get our hands on. There's also a special t-shirt. You can get everything physical, along with so an actual physical manual, soundtrack, and art book, which will look probably beautiful alongside your signed poster, signed copy of the game, and a Retro 64 package. You can get the game in a custom N64 box, and it'll come with an N64 cartridge, though it doesn't actually work because that would be ridiculous. It just comes with a 64 gigabyte flash drive in it, which is in itself really sweet. Alongside that, there is also stuff that lets you help shape the game or actually be in the game as a voice actor and have your name in the credits. So anyone looking to break into the voice actor kind of thing, that is a great donation for you to put in. There's also a VIP orchestra trip that lets you hang out with the creators of the game, Grant Kirkhope, all of the music people, and go into the VIP section of the orchestra happening in Germany. Sadly, this doesn't cover airfare and all of that kind of jazz, but it is still a cool thing that you can do. But so far, that's currently really all we know about Yooka Laylee. I hope this helped you kind of understand it more and really get excited for it, because I am extremely looking forward to this. I cannot wait. But until then, I really hope you guys go check out the Kickstarter, and I'll see you all in the next video.